Alright, so Mike, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asam Yahushai, Ba'asam Wachad, Kodash. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I like to say Shalom to the elect that teaches word in all true faith and sincerity. And yeah, today, I just want to title this lesson, pretty much, his end is our beginning, because ultimately, at the end of the day, when the smoke clear and the dust settles, our doctrine continues. See, everyone else outside is true. It's going to get to the point that everything they believed in, or hoped in, or put their trust in, or was looking forward to, is going to come to a dead end. It's going to come to a screeching halt by the way of, famine and pestilence, and, when all hell break loose. And ultimately, when those missiles come, man. Matter of fact, let's start off with this, because that's not going to be the end for everyone. That's going to be the beginning for the elect. That's when the story is going to really begin. So this is on Zechariah 14:12. It says, "And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem." See, so this is the plague. The Lord is going to use pretty much for the ones that have pretty much came up against the elect. That's another word for dealing with the elect. They also known as Jerusalem. The city of peace. Those are the ones that's going to receive the peace. It says, so everyone that pretty much came up against the elect, even 2/3 of our people, man, this plague, they're going to take part of this as well. It says, "Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth." See, so these things are literal. It's actually going to take place. They actually going to melt, when these missiles hit this place, man. But it tells you that their eyes going to consume away in their holes, meaning that's literal. But also their dreams and their aspirations going to fade away as well, man. When, you see the missiles cover the sky. Like I said, you see these things coming up until men's heart failed them for fear for the thing that's coming upon the planet Earth, man. So that's the dead end for everybody else, but for the elect, that's just the beginning. So let's get this in the book of, because we got a vast future, man. You gotta, look like Yahweh smell shot, created these planets, all these other marvelous things, just to sit back and just look at them. The Lord ain't made telescopes just so you can just look at them. No, the Lord made a telescope to let you know they was out there, man. And it's gonna get to the point in time we're gonna be able to go out and experience those things, man. But it entails the overthrow of this devil, the end of this man. So this is 2 Ezra 6 and verse 7. It said, "Then answer I and said, what shall be the partner asunder of the time?" See? Meaning what? When is this place is going to be cut off? When is the time of the devil is going to be cut off, man? It says, "Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?" See? The end of the first, meaning with the end of Esau, tells you that, read it in the book of Numbers, Amalek was going to be the first of the nations. So this nigga was the first one that actually can have ruled over the whole entire planet Earth, man, not just a territory. So when this man's going to be overthrown, and then the beginning can come, which we literally going to go back to the beginning. The angels that left their first estate, the earth, we're gonna know why the earth is known as the Garden of Eden. We're gonna actually go back to that first state, man. And it's a growth to that. It started by the way of us going back to the old paths, and it's gonna grow from there to us the old path, that way being established upon the planet Earth. You know. So it says, this second 6 and verse 8, it says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. See? For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. See, so Esau, the so-called white man, he's the end of the world. His end is going to mark our beginning. That's why I said Jacob's the beginning of it that follows. And it's not like that time when Jacob, gets set up, the nation of Israel, spearheaded by Lord Yahweh, like that's going to be framed into just 1,000 years. And then somebody else coming. No, man. See, once this man gets overthrown, this kingdom, it tells you, this kingdom is not going to be left to no other people, man. We ain't going to have to look over our shoulder. We ain't going to have to wake up to an alarm clock. Hey, even time itself is, you looking over your shoulder, yeah, tomorrow I got to get up, and we ain't going to have that damn phrase. That's like a normal phrase here in America. Yeah, tomorrow I got to get up, and, you looking at the clock, well, all that's going to be over with once this man gets overthrown. He's the end of all that. Then we said Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So the end of this man is really, that's when the beginning starts. Matter of fact, 2 Ezra 4 and in 28 it says, but as concerning the things thou askest me, I will tell thee. And what he always Ezra always inquired of the end, because pretty much all the prophets, because they pretty much understood that once that last heathen rulership is over, which is through Esau, and when we get back into power, that's it, man. Ain't gonna be no, you looking over your shoulder. Man, we got a vast future ahead of us, man. We finna, Jacob have lost that feel for rulership, That's why people just content to just be under the so-called white man, just get a 9 to 5 and have another trick off on the weekend, man. They just lost the feel for that, man, for being sovereign, man. But the Lord is going to give us that night. But you see the steps, it starts by the way of the truth, and it's growing into that, man. It says, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good. See? So as you can see, the destruction actually is gonna be, that's gonna mark the beginning of our journey, man. That's when our sentence is gonna be just going back to Lazarus and the rich man. When everything's said and done, when the rich man died and Lazarus died, pretty much when everything ran its course, the Lazarus was carried, he was exalted, and pretty much the rich man, he was buried, meaning what, he was abased, man. But it was simultaneous. It was simultaneous, man. So this man, his overthrowing is beneficial to us, man. Just like us being overthrown, that was beneficial to him, was the same thing, man. Matter of fact, because it tells that we was devoured and we're going to devour him. Because when you devour an apple, you get the nutrients from devouring that apple. So this man was able to capitalize off our downfall. That's going to be the same thing we're going to do to him. Let's see. I think that's Jeremiah 30. Bear with me. Jeremiah 30 and 16. It said, therefore, all they that devoured thee shall be devoured. See? And all thy adversaries, see? And they let you know. You see, everybody that devoured us dealing with all these other nations. But it said, and then thy adversaries, meaning what? It's a certain nation that's being pointed out now, which is the so-called white man. It said, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be of spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. See? So that entails that, the end of the so-called white man is pretty much is good for us, man. That's why Lord Yahweh Shai said, when you see all these things, look up for your redemption draw nigh. Man, what? When you see these different signs and cheats in the armor of the so-called white man, that's actually showing us that we coming to the beginning now, man. You know, this is the day we've been looking for, to overthrow this man, because ultimately that's going to mark our beginning. You know, matter of fact, we can pretty much wrap it up. Let's get that in the book of Daniel 2. Daniel 2 and in verse 44. It says, and in the days of these kings, see, mean what? This is that time right here, you got a conglomerate of nations ruling, man, under one system, man. This beast system. You know, they gave their power over to the beast of rain. Rain gave their power over to reign with the beast 1 hour, man. This is that time period where these things is taking place. So in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom. And that's what you're seeing now. The kingdom of heaven is being set up right now before these people's eyes, man. It tells you that the Lord's going to reprove them before they face, man. So we declaring the overthrow of this man. You know? And you know, it says, we shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. See, going back, the devourer again, being consumed. You know? So the overthrow of this devil, that's going to actually mark our beginning, man. You know? Just like how he capitalized, the rich man capitalized off Lazarus, you're going to capitalize over the overthrow of Esau, man. You know, so, but Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning. That's why, that's why everything is, though it tear away for us, shall surely come with not tearing, man. Because you can't frame forever. You don't even know ever feel like, man. You know, but this we is about to experience, and we seeing it. Ultimately, if we get nearer and nearer, because of the downfall of the devil, the so-called white man. So yeah, I just hold a little edify. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Racha Kodash. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I like to say Shalom to the elect that teach His word in all true faith and sincerity. DTA, Abba Baba. Soon, very soon.